Welcome back to the Conspiracy Outpost. This special spur of the moment episode, all planned last minute, all live in the same room.
Lit.
For the first time, because Casey...
For the first time ever in... Where the fuck are we? Chico, California. My name is Casey.
I'm Mike.
I'm Matt. I'm Jet Force Joe.
And then as this time goes, people may filter in and out, so who knows who's coming up next.
Yeah, we've never done this live, so sorry if the audio is all wonky for
Honestly,
our side.
No,
for our
honestly,
side, not the editor's
yeah.
side, our side.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's probably going to be much better than any other fucking recording we've ever had.
I think so.
Because we're going straight into logic right now. So.
Well, you say that, but...
Nothing we say is logical. It's very illogical.
Yeah.
We got that new internet, so no more robots, so that's cool.
Move your beer. Sorry. Do not put it above an amp.
I know, there's an amp
And
right
then
there.
you put it right against the switch.
Dude, you're amping him up right now.
Switch earlier, so... And it's only the casing. I can give him a new one. No, so tonight, this episode is a little unconventional. We're about to do a just whoever brought whatever to the table. So I'm gonna kill this air conditioner unless it's picking it up. Is it?
No, keep it on. No,
Okay.
it'll be fine.
Cool. Okay, so let's start with our guest, Kenny. Kenny,
Talk into it. Don't talk above it.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Kenny. How about you tell us what you brought to the table today? Let us know your conspiracy, and we'll discuss it and debate it and whatever we got to do. Let us know what you got going on.
Right on the spot.
I know, it's fucked up. But I like throwing the people that are the most off guard onto the point because they have the most fucking concise
Kenny,
theories.
who's your favorite lizard person in real life?
Well, I have no
Donald Trump, 100%.
I have no subject because you told me about this morning while I was at work. So,
Hey, I
That's
told
how-
you that was
that's how we
coming
roll,
a week
bro.
ago.
Hey, Kenny brought our first special guest straight from the grave, Michael Clark Duncan. Woo! He doesn't want to talk. He's a little green. Smile. I don't know.
Man, that
No.
was a ballsy thing you did, almost like you're a daredevil or something.
Oh, damn. I forgot he was Kingpin.
Yeah, I was.
I see
Yeah,
what he
no.
did there.
Yeah.
No,
I
Kenny,
was shot in
but...
the dark, but who cares?
So I can go first
You
just
can see
because
everything.
mine, I didn't really come up with a topic.
Well, let's see if Kenny, you had one ready or you want to wait?
No.
Okay, go ahead,
So
Mike.
I didn't
Put
come
my
up with a
man
topic.
on
I
the
just
spot.
wanna,
I didn't want you to just cut him off.
I
though,
just
you
want
know
to
what I mean?
address some of the things that I felt like we possibly didn't do the greatest the first time around we did it. Like whether it was first season or
Day
2
of
episodes
Love
ago. So
Casey, fucking idiot.
like we did the end of Diet Love Pass, and we got into a little bit of the conspiracies, but can you remember any off the top of your head? Any conspiracies?
Well, off the top of my head, no, but I have extensive notes. I can tell you that I didn't get to because I was too fucked up in my head and my mind space was all messed up, and I just fucked off that whole episode. I was so excited for that episode, but I can read you guys one if you want.
Yeah.
I can pull one out.
Yeah.
And, but I was so excited. I was so excited for that episode, but it was just so fucked up because I was just in a shitty place. I was losing like where I was living. I had to basically uproot my life and move it to a whole nother state. So it just all fucked me up, and I was just in a shitty mood and
Very stressed out. Had been stressed out for like weeks leading
I
up to
took
that.
it off on the podcast.
That's like if
After
that wasn't
the-
the case, me and Joe would have not been laughing as much. We've been like, God damn it, Casey, we need you to do this.
I play it off good, but like when stuff
You didn't
stresses
play
me
it. You,
out,
like last half hour of that, you did not play that off at all. At least,
Oh, no.
well, maybe the stress, but
I
not
like
the
the
drunkenness.
roaring you were doing.
I don't remember doing any of that.
Katy Perry?
So
No, I remember
fucked
you were
up.
like, I need
How long
to
ago
go
was that?
take care of these hiccups.
I don't remember, but I was
Bye.
pretty drunk actually.
And then he
during
walked
it, too.
away, and I talked to Joe and I went, I think Casey's about to go puke. And Joe just goes, I think you're right.
I was pretty drunk during it too, so when I woke up the next day, I was like, yeah, I'm sure it was fine.
I had 2 beers.
Well, yeah, you're the sober coordinator, and by sober,
well,
we mean the one that
I
didn't
asked
drink
Joseph.
as much.
I told Joseph I was like, hey, sorry if I was bit too drunk last night. I didn't mean to fucking get like that. And he's like, oh no, it's cool. I don't remember ending the podcast either. I was like,
That's what I was
okay,
saying.
it's not just me.
Well, it's like we didn't.
I think
we just kind of went. Well, that's the end. So I was like, there wasn't really an ending.
Here we
so
go. Here we go.
I
This
think
we got.
I-
We got anomalies,
call that a
animals,
cliffhanger.
self-inflicted accidents, paranormal, tectonic, murder, altercation,
Don't talk
paranormal. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
You can cut that mic, but you
He
can't
thinks
cut.
he's a
I
rock
don't.
star.
I don't know what we talked about
I'm gonna
during
be the
the
mic
during the cast, but
handling Nazi today. So
can we talk about the Yeti?
yeah, a little bit. And I also
Okay.
talked about the military programs in the area.
You know what? We're just gonna have to revamp that one because I don't want to. I don't want to sit there and be like, "Oh, do you talk about this? Do you talk about that?" You know. I just want to get
yeah.
into the
Well, if we're not
nitty
gonna
gritty of the episode for tonight.
Well, if we're
you
not
know.
going to do that, I feel like something that since we were very early on, that we probably didn't do the best, but we could probably just talk about it freely now because of other stuff we've done. Is Atlantis?
Oh,
Don't you mean Atlantis?
Yes,
I feel like we
Atlantis.
covered it
Yeah.
vaguely well.
Vaguely
Okay, we don't
well,
really
but like now that
Hey,
we've done,
I think I did a pretty good job
Yeah.
on Atlantis.
but now that we've done
like
other
I
stuff, I
always
just
do.
want to know your guys' opinions on Atlantis and the possibility of it. Now that we've heard about other possible post man or like very old civilizations being like the Lemurians or the other civilizations that we heard
Did,
about like giant races and stuff that we heard about in the Younger Dryas theory.
Well,
did you hear about actually they unearthed a sunken city that they believed never to have existed, lost to the centuries, but all of a sudden they unearthed it and they're like, oh, here's the fucking city of I forgot the name of it. I'm not gonna even try
Atlantis.
to tell you.
No.
It wasn't Atlantis, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah,
but
and
but even if
Lemuria.
it was, even if it was,
Continent.
even if it was, would they tell you? No, they wouldn't. So they said it was something with an R. It was something with an R. It wasn't Roanoke, but it was something with an R, and it reminded me of Roanoke, but it was something like that. No, but it was something with an R. Because I remembered, because when I saw it, I was like, oh, that reminds me of Roanoke, like a civilization that just disappeared out of nowhere. And
I was gonna say that was like, are you sure it's not Rogan? Is what you're thinking of? No.
No. So like what I was saying, like I thought it was the fucking what I was saying earlier a second ago, but it wasn't, and it was a dead end. So here we are.
Like Matt, you were part of both the Lemurian and the and land. You've been part of the three that I just brought up. What do you think? From what you can call to mind,
So just talk about the subject.
just the pre-civilization shit.
Hey Mike, before we
Oh,
get into
dude.
Matthew's thing, can I just address Kenny real quick?
Oh, I was just wondering what he thinks about
How
Atlantis.
No,
about
it's- it's
how
about-
about
it's
you
about-
dress him with your eyes, you pervert?
No, it's about the Lemurian shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I know Matthew was on the pod for that one, right?
Yeah, I was.
You were
there.
on the Lemurian
I
pod.
believe
Yeah.
so.
So I used to work at Subway, right? And this lady,
Sandwich artist.
yeah, assistant
Hey.
manager, sandwich artist. No,
We're
but,
all artists here.
Our
Okay.
No, but,
We're all artists here.
no, but
Yeah, but his involves spraying out mayonnaise.
and come and no.
Come on.
So this lady came in. She was talking to me. She's like, oh, I just moved here from Northern California or some shit like that. And I was like, oh, cool. What part? And she said like, fucking like we'll say Reading or something. I was like, oh, cool. I used to live in Orville, then I lived in Reading, and then I lived in Chico for like a week, and then I moved to Vegas. And she's like, and then I was like, after Vegas, I moved up here, and she's like, oh, that's cool. What do you think about the Lemurian people? And I was like, you talk about the people underneath the mountain, right? Mount Shasta. And she's like, you know about them. And I was like,
How have
the
you never brought this
I was
up
like,
before?
I was like, I have brought it up.
I don't
and-
remember.
And I was like,
He's
yeah,
brought it up
yeah.
a couple of times. I
And
don't
then
know
I
if
was
he
like,
did it while we
I
were
was like,
recording.
why don't you tell me what you know about them? And she's like, well, it's a little special connection kind of thing, you know? And then I was like, she's like, and
Sounds
then
like
she
a
came
paid
in, like
subscription.
2 weeks later. like she never had the fucking conversation with me
The
before.
Lemurians done got to her. That's what happened.
Yeah.
She was
I was
spreading
like, yeah.
the tale of the Lemurians, and they got to her.
Yeah,
She
they fucking they
vibrated on their-
brainwashed.
She vibrated on their frequency for like
They
1
man
second. They're like
blacked her.
mind wipe.
Is that what we're?
They
That's all
took
it
your little
takes.
Pez dispenser thing that fucking shoots flashes and like, zoop,
Hey,
you forgot.
please look directly at this.
Zoop.
Hey, is that what we're calling it? Lemurians? I thought they were
Damn.
Lemurians.
I do like to say Lemurians, mostly
I do
because I also
too.
say
I
Robits
say
and
Lemurians. I like Lemurians.
Oh, you're not helping my case.
like I like to do the Zoidberg and the Cleveland Brown stuff.
yeah, I was gonna say the Cleveland Browns.
Like
but-
What do you think about the Lemurians and the Atlantis and all that shit, Kenny? What are you feeling?
Well, I didn't actually know about until you guys' actual podcast. So
But you listen to it,
yeah.
Hey, Kenny,
so
but,
you know as much as we do.
but hey,
well,
Kenny,
maybe.
Kenny,
Well, I
quick
can remember.
question: did you notice it on the Marvel card game though? Because there is a card called Lemuria.
Oh, it's a
There's
location
an
on,
update to Marvel Snap today.
on Marvel.
I
I
saw
thought
it on
that's what it was.
the
That's what it's
game
called.
show.
It's
Mar-
Lemuria.
the summer
Is
game.
that what it's
Yeah,
called?
Marvel Snap has a location called Lemuria. I think it's. Is it? Am I mistaken? But the Lemurian location is it
and the-
where it doesn't reveal the card, or is that a different one?
I never played that game. So,
Oh, have you not?
But you did a whole segment on the Lemurians and the Atlanteans.
I did. I did do.
with Marvels. So it's like, but they swapped it from the actual lore.
Yeah,
where they
I
made
did.
well because of they made the Atlanteans the good guys, and they kind of had to just because they have the heroes there.
Well, yeah, because in Namor, and Namor is an Atlantean, so they had to kind of flip it.
Yeah. But do you guys think there's any other conspiracies that we possibly did not do justice to in the past that we should just bring up a little bit?
One thing we should have brought up during the, I almost said the Mandalorian effect.
Mandala?
Mandela. So during the Mandela effect, that's funny. My coworker says Mandala too.
I've
I
heard
don't
it
know which
both-
way you
Nikki-
say it.
I've heard it both
Nikki
ways.
said the whole episode that we were racist because it's called the Mandela effect, not the Mandela effect. And
How
I
is
was
that
like, I was like,
racist?
I've never heard it pronounced.
I'd say
way.
that's less racist and more just illiterate.
It was just illiterate. Well, fine,
No, but
whatever.
I've never heard.
Are
it
they
pronounced the
trying
other
to
way.
say that Irish people can't read? Is that what it's
Fucking retards over here.
Well, that one's not okay to say either.
Hey, are you saying that the mentally handicapped are okay with calling themselves retarded?
Anyways, okay, so one thing we didn't, which I just figured out more recently, one thing we didn't cover was during when we were doing the Mandala, whatever you want to
Mandolin.
say, men alcoholics. There is a theory that with quantum suicide and immortality, which is a belief that so you don't actually die, you just like say you're about to get hit by a car and you didn't that you hop
Oh yeah, you
realities.
brought this up. It's like Rick and Morty or
yeah, like that Rick and Morty we were talking about, the acid pit.
Is this the thing that you said when you die you start off
You
on
start off
wherever
in
you
another-
left off and then you're
Yeah.
still
It's
probably
not-
alive?
consciousness hops to a
So
different reality.
Yeah,
But,
so
Right.
one way to-
Joseph, what happens when you're old though?
That's what
I
we
don't
brought
know.
up. We don't know.
This isn't-
you just
yeah.
go into a
But
baby.
what if you restart? Okay, so say like
we did
every
go into quantum
jump,
leap.
We talked
depending on
about
the
this. We
quantum
talked
jump-
about this on the last
depending on the
episode.
quantum jump, I'd suspect if it was on like a reincarnation rules, like depending how shitty you were in your life. Oh, this guy used to fuck children. Well, now you're a mosquito that's gonna go bite someone and get smashed. You know, like that's a reality. I would feel like if.
Well, I've been your anal beads in about 3 lifetimes. So
How about this?
and 2 of them in your actual timeline.
well,
you know?
and 3 of them
that
my own
explains
mother.
why every
No, I'm just
episode
kidding.
you tell him to eat your ass because you're just trying to get back at him at
I'm
least a
trying to
little
get
bit.
back there and I can never get back.
Hey,
all I
hey,
can get
whoa!
Well-
Let's bring it down real quick. Let's bring it down. Me and Joseph are in the same room, and he's always telling me to eat his ass. Should I eat his ass, ladies and gentlemen, or what?
Should.
no, because that's a
Oh,
he
Patreon.
ate cold feet all of a sudden, huh?
Stop it.
No, that's a Patreon exclusive. So
Sorry. If you subscribe, $15.99, you'll see me eat Joseph Clark's ass out every month for free.
now
well, not for the $15.99.
$15.99.
$14.99. I like
$14.99. Sorry, not 15.
I like things getting close to 5s.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so
You know why they do that 9-9 thing? I tell you conspiracy about that.
Oh no, I've heard it.
They
say,
do
well,
it.
well,
They
it's-
do it.
it's
because they're like,
$4.99.
this
Well,
thing
it's only
costs
$4.
$1.99. Instead of saying this thing costs $2, it entices the buyer to buy it because it's at a lower price. They're like, oh, this thing can be $2. but
it's
it
a
can be like
sales
I
tactic.
only buy
Every
stuff
sales tactic,
like
yeah.
when it says $69.
$3 is expensive. $2.99.
I don't eat
is
much.
cheaper. People do that.
I only buy,
tactic.
I only buy what I pay for, and that's what the girl is charging me at the door.
you guys just quantum leap subjects.
Yeah.
No, I was trying to say. So a part of that is one way that you're supposed to be able to tell if you've like quantum leap, I guess is what we're gonna say. If you've jumped realities,
Scott Bakula.
is new Mandela effects, like
Yeah.
ones that you didn't recognize before. That you're
New
like, wait a minute, it was this
Bakula
way.
effects.
You jumped to another.
But how do you know
Or
the Mandela effects that we're
What if
experiencing
you're
now
alive and
are
dead
those
at the same
effects?
time?
I don't
And
know.
also
What if you're
on
alive
the
and dead
same
at the same
note,
time? And then this
didn't
universe,
Mike
you're
say something
invincible.
about this the other
You're
day?
invincible until you die. in
About
this
jumping
universe.
realities? Didn't you say something about that the other
No,
day?
Joe said it. That's what we were just talking about, and it's what
can we-
Joe was talking about with Mandela effects actually has nothing to do with Joe's theory. It is Joe
It's
was
somebody
talking about.
else's theory. I am not like supporting any of it. I just hear it. Mandela.
It's based off of Nelson Mandela. I know.
Why? Like, what's the purpose of faking the Mandela effect? Like, why would the government need to hide that, Russell? Senator.
The Mandela effect is a fake thing that people have made up.
Okay, Russell. Okay, so Mandela effect. So let me ask you a question. Because I was taught in 5th grade history. I remember by Mr. He said Nelson Mandela died in a protest in South America.
No, he never taught you that because I knew that's
Yes.
not true. Because why would you know that in 5th grade? But I knew that he was alive in 5th grade. What do you mean? What do you mean? So you're telling me that you're in your own universe, that you knew something else was happening, but the truth is,
Russell,
I'm
it's not
older?
just me. It's not just me though. It's a worldwide thing. Literally, like people think that Nelson Mandela died.
Mandela is a
They-
Mandela
no,
effect. Thank you, Kenny.
That's what I said.
Hey,
But,
no,
but Russell,
Dude, you're
regardless,
dumb as shit.
I know he's well. I mean, he's dead now, but he was alive and well. You know.
so you telling me you're a dumbass? Casey, what grade were you? What grades did you get in 5th grade, the history class?
I got an F.
Yeah, you got an F. What do you mean? Yeah,
No, Russell, I'm just kidding. I got a C minus, man. I was passing.
I got an A in that class. All right, so tell
Yeah.
me.
And guess what the teacher did? You're nothing like Russell. Let me tell you that. This is what the teacher told me, man. hey, remember Brother Russell? Way better student than you were. I was like, yeah, because he's a bitch.
Well, no, because you thought Nelson Mandela was dead. That's why.
To be completely 100.
Russell, I'm not going to lie. I really thought he was dead because I was taught that he was dead. I remember in school, they said Nelson Mandela was in a protest and he died in that protest. That's what I remember. That's what I remember being taught. It might have been misinformation on that teacher's part, but that's what I was literally taught.
So I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't believe in most Mandela effects. I think it's just like it's just your brain because you see a certain thing, like Fruit Loops. You see it's supposed to be spelled a certain way, but it's not like spelled that and the way that to do it. I don't know.
Same
But
with
I'm just
Berenstain
saying-
Bears and
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that it's an interesting theory, the quantum suicide and immortality thing.
Yeah.
You can't really die. You can't cease to exist no matter how hard you try.
I brought it up the
If you're
last
trying
one.
to
Like,
kill
you should
yourself.
really check out Everything
Wouldn't it be
Everywhere all at
fucked
once.
up? Like, oh, sorry, go
Like,
ahead.
dude, the parallel universe. No, that's the Theory of Everything, which is an amazing movie. Oh, come on.
I don't need to.
Hey, by the way, and I brought this up.
Eddie Redmayne did amazing in that movie.
I brought this up. Jackie Chan got butthurt and told her that he was meant for that role or something.
Yeah, you brought that up. I don't know about that, but I know that the movie was really good.
I don't think we actually went into it in the last podcast. Can you explain to us about Zack Snyder's cat?
You guys want to hear
The
about a
schli-
missing
the
case
cat.
person?
Hold up.
Oh, Schrodinger's.
Yeah, so I was making a joke.
I'll give you a real case.
Hold up,
Talk
hold
about
up,
being
hold up.
alive and dead at the same time. It's
It's
really up to you,
Schrodinger's
right?
cat. If you so
the whole thing is
Schrodinger's
like,
box.
If you did get hit in a car tonight, you wouldn't. Say you're on the road and you got in a car wreck, but you didn't tonight. But you could have in another dimension. You don't know about that. You're alive and dead at the same time. Who knows?
okay.
But you're alive right now.
Okay.
So it's
So
the potentials-
Schrodinger's box, or Schrodinger's cat, as it's sometimes called, is a brain exercise theory and exercise. It's a brain exercise and theory that says if you put a cat in a box unobserved with a bowl of poison, you can neither say whether it is alive or dead. It exists in a state of in between until you observe it.
Oh,
And
sorry.
it's
Is
just
it with a bowl of poison though? I thought it was Schrodinger's cat was just like it's either there or it isn't.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing.
always
It's,
in, like, a
it's
cat
either dead
carrier.
or alive.
either dead
It can
or
never.
alive.
It cannot be either
Well,
dead or
I didn't-
alive.
You won't know until you observe it.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's
That's
what,
the thing.
what I'm saying is I didn't know there was a
Yeah,
poison
what did it-
effect to it.
Yeah, well,
Well,
what,
it
that's what
doesn't
you do. You
matter.
put
It could
you
be
put a
like
cat in a
nuclear
box
bomb.
that
It
you.
Russell
doesn't
said there
matter.
is no poison.
The whole thing is, it's more of a subjective as far as like, you know. Do I
no,
see
it's
it?
not
I see
subjective.
it.
It's not subjective. It's relative. It's relative if you're
Well,
seeing
it's
it or
a
not.
it's a thinking exercise that lets you know. It's trying to tell you that everything is both of what your hypotheses are, unless you can observe it.
There's literally a molecule that does whatever the fuck it wants to do until you observe it.
I brought that up because of certain things that they did with the Higgs boson, where they were trying to discover an alternate reality, and they said pretty much if you can observe what their experiment, that means that another reality has observed it also. But it's theoretical. It's theoretical physics, and that's all it is. Which is what a lot of the CERN shit is that we talked about. It's all theoretical. There's not
So
much.
it's like something about when you observe a particle, it's in one spot. When they don't observe it, it's actually somewhere else. Basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
In
that's what it
another
is. And so
place,
if it is able to
in
be observed,
another
it's being
place.
observed by both parties that are running the test at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And that's how they're trying to prove parallel realities.
Well,
And another way that
they
they're
say
trying
they
to-
believe in.
Another way they're trying to prove parallel realities is the fact they're trying to find because boson particles can be weighed. And one of their thoughts is that the Higgs boson has a different weight in each reality, and in certain realities where it weighs too much, the universe actually destroyed itself. So those ones no longer exist.
See, Mike, I like this here that you brought up. You brought it up earlier, and I was thinking about it after you said it. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, how do you know that when you switch realities?
It's all
That-
it's just theoretical.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But like the way they
Theoretically,
would test it
say you
is
switch realities, your mathematic in your mind switches as well.
Yeah, but
like,
that-
you don't
that's how
know,
they're
you
saying
don't
that-
know, like this is the
that-
math that you know
the-
now, but then you go over here.
the
this is
the
math
Higgs
that you all of a
boson
sudden
theory
you know.
is how we would know if we switch realities, because the Higgs boson particle would all
I
of a
feel like
sudden
you wouldn't
weigh
know.
something different.
I
But
feel
that's
like
what they're
you wouldn't
saying.
know besides a slight difference.
That's what they're saying. That yeah. So this one particle.
But I'm saying if you went to a different reality and then your
That's the point.
reality
That's the
fixed,
Yeah.
like in your mentality, like say like.
But that's
like,
the thing
say
is
you-
like
your
math is
headset,
kind of a
like,
constant.
say
So
your weight
Things aren't as
weighs
fixed as they
1
should
pound,
be,
right?
is-
And then you change realities or whatever, and then you know that the weight weighs 1 pound, but you switch realities, and then in your head,
your
well,
brain
yeah,
doesn't.
everything
Your
yeah,
brain,
got
if you think of it that
you
way, but
think
the
it's
thing
only
that-
like a half a pound,
Yeah.
right? And
Basically,
then you go to
your
that next reality, and then you're like,
Casey,
oh yeah, this is only a half
there's
a pound.
chance that physics
Casey,
are
and
different,
that-
and,
You don't
and
know
then
that you
in
switch
an alternate
realities,
reality, you have a
And-
bigger dick.
yeah, but and also in that logic, in an alternate reality, they'd have a color called blurple, and you would
Yeah.
see blurple, but you wouldn't see purple.
But exactly, but I'm saying
yeah.
like, you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah,
if
Casey,
your head was scrambled too.
yeah,
Is
Casey. What I'm saying
If
is
you-
Yeah,
they're
on
not.
that degree, but also I don't think it would.
But who knows?
I think mathematics, like we created math, like the way it is, so we can understand things. I don't know.
But that's how humans construct things. That's how we understand things. But other entities and other beings may understand things differently.
well, like
you know
the
what I mean?
Watchers from Marvel. Because let me tell you something about them eggheads.
We're not talking about them.
Casey, in their theories that they're using, they're assuming that mathematics is a constant between universes.
Yeah, but they said mathematics is a universal language, but we don't want to.
Yeah, but that's
we
what they're
don't know
assuming.
that every other species
That
in the universe understands our math, you know?
run a test the right way, you need to have a constant of some kind. And so if you were like, well, their math might be different, you're
Wasn't
never
worth
going to
it.
find out anything. So we're only going to try to observe the changes that we can see using our math.
You
And
guys want
assuming,
to you want to hear a fun fact about some math?
You found the
lady,
circumference of
No.
your
You
anal
mix certain
cavity?
chemicals and the
No.
right ingredients together, you
the
get
lady who
a chemical
took us
called
to
meth.
the moon. The lady that made the mathematics that took us to the moon. When NASA got their computers and they were using computers for their altitudes, longitudes, all their fucking like little mapping things, they went to her to confirm that the computers were correct. That their like the computer's mathematics matched up with what her mathematics said, because she was the first person bringing everybody to the moon. Her pile of fucking information that she, like her code that she did for the thing, is fucking tall.
Yeah.
Like
It's
four
not. It's
foot,
nothing
four,
though.
4 or
It can fit
5
on.
feet,
It can
man.
fit,
It's
yeah.
like, and that's she did all that by hand. So
Yeah, dude. The woman who figured out about radiation died of cancer, but like she fucking did it.
was that a woman? I thought it was.
It was a woman.
typical.
Do you know her name, Russ?
Shut up, Michael, Sarah.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
I know who you're talking about.
Madam-
No, I got Rosa.
Is it Madame Curie?
It's Madam Curie, isn't it? Madam Curie. It's Madame Curie. Cure something. Yeah, I didn't have my microphone on.
Madam, can you cure
Madam
my
Curie
fucking
or
heart on?
something,
I
isn't
got
it?
a fucking rager. Can you suck it off or what?
So
Marie
Yeah,
Curie,
okay,
not
yeah.
Madam. See, now that makes us sexist for saying Madam.
well,
isn't
she could have
it?
been called Madame Curie.
Was she?
Well, I don't fucking know.
That sounds smart.
That sounds like
But
a sorceress.
yeah,
isn't
dude,
it?
the very
Don't go near
particle that
Madame
she
Curie. She knows how to do math.
the very particle that she discovered killed her. She got cancer.
Yeah,
She
no,
died of
I
cancer.
know. Yeah, it's, yeah, I
It's
knew
like,
that part. I
If she,
just couldn't
honestly,
remember
if she
her
wouldn't have
name.
died of cancer, we wouldn't know the things that we know today.
Yeah, and fun fact, she created Curie. I'm just kidding.
Did you say Keurigs?
I said Curie instead of Curry.
Oh.
It was a
He
terrible
did
joke.
say Keurigs.
I love curry. Tell us about your unsolved crime.
Oh, our unsolved crime.
Your unsolved crime.
Shit. We actually get into some real conspiracy shit right now. So this topic, everybody, this topic is it stems into a portion of what I want to dig in deep to, and it's a lot of the missing people that happen. Well, it's a lot of people that go missing in national forests, national parks, national.
The
All
cat
the-
people.
Yeah. Well,
Cat people are getting them.
See, you say things about cat
Is that
people,
a
Mike,
thing?
but you never even fucking.
I heard it from a.
Don't indulge this man.
I-
He will tell you lies.
I
I
heard
want to
a.
hear about these.
I heard a tale about an old burnout hippie, and it was actually
said
supposed.
this shit, but I looked it up.
I heard a
No,
tale
cat
about
people.
Hold
Anywhere.
on. I got to do this. I heard a tale about the cat people from an old burnout hippie that I would hang out with when we'd go camping and shit. Yeah, and like amazing person, and he would tell me these tales about the cat people. And then I had this as an episode in season 1, and then when I went to look up the cat people, I couldn't find anything. So I was like, oh, this might just be something that's like either really fucking local to this one area, or it's like only known by burnout hippies. But yeah, it is an interesting tale. Pretty much the cat people are like half men, half cat. They live in the hills, and they will like come into your campsite, take you and shit like that. And it's like, but they don't live in like a lot of campsites. They live in like the deep fucking hills.
Khajiits.
Are
Yeah,
they
the-
say full on Khajiit or
Yeah,
more,
they're kinda like
werecat?
They're kind of like Khajiits, for my understanding. But it's like we were gonna do an episode, and I couldn't find anything on them. So I was like, okay, this is either just this
Don't
this
take
group
the
of
scuba.
people, because I've heard it from multiple people who went camping with us, and then like people who knew this guy talked about the cat people too. And it's like, okay, so it might just be like this group, or it's only to this one area?
So, are any of these cats voiced by Adam West?
No,
Damn.
but there are some voiced by Clancy Brown, and it's terrifying.
What about what's his name?
You know who Clancy Brown is, right?
No, but I was
So in Star Wars he did Savage Opress, but in something that probably everyone knows, he did Mr. Krabs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was laughing because I was thinking of Bill Murray.
I actually weirdly had the Bill Murray in my head too.
Yeah, Bill Murray. You just
Well,
think of
I mean, you
Bill
guys,
Murray
you
up
guys,
in the mountains.
you guys
just
are
being like, I
brothers.
hate
Like y'all
Mondays.
fucking think this. You guys think alike, and like
that was stupid. Yeah, it was-
We have the same fucking logic when it
Yeah.
comes.
They were conjoined. They had to be
dude,
cut
like
apart
I
at
hang out with
birth.
Matt so much, I link up with you on shit. It's weird.
it is
That's it.
weird.
Like I'll say something when you say something. It's like I do the same thing with Matt.
So Casey, tell us about this case. About ass air.
About these cat people?
Hairy ass. What's her name? Something
Her-
hairy ass.
Well, her name is Stacy Ann Eris.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Eris.
Eris. Eris to what?
The cat fortune.
Oh shit, you're right.
It all links
You ever seen
together.
Aristocat? She was one of the cats, bro.
Not one of the racist ones.
Oh, I was gonna say my favorite Disney live action movie right now is probably Little Mermaid. I think they did the best. All Disney live action does suck.
I don't know. I've seen a lot
But
of memes about those.
If
live
Aristocats,
action
if they don't
stuff,
have that
that'd be
part in
far
there,
apart.
I don't know, man. No, I'm just kidding. That's kind of
Okay,
fucked up.
her
It was amazing. It's
He said the
amazing.
songs
her
were good,
eye
and that's what
space
matters.
is
Amazing.
the
Like
the massive
Aladdin,
amount-
hit and miss with. Sorry, Aladdin hit and miss with the songs. Mulan cut
Little
them out
Mermaid is
completely.
probably
And
the
Lion
best-
King, Beyonce fucked everything up. Just saying.
It
They took
literally-
out all the power out of all the Lion King songs. Just saying.
They did. Oh,
her resemblance to a fish is uncanny, but no, honestly, I don't get people's like beef with it.
I will say all the musical numbers are there. Like everything is there. And then most musicals, like everything forgets that the world is happening around. Let's sing this musical number. And then they go about it, right? But they actually like cut away for a second and they do it like they play by what's happening to them. They're very reactive kind of thing. It's literally, I think, the best Disney adaptation of a live movie so far.
What is your favorite
Okay.
Disney film?
Bugs Life.
Aladdin.
Great movie.
Aladdin.
Yeah, Aladdin.
I think
But hey, Matthew,
I was talking my own.
Yeah. No.
Matthew, what's your since you love that movie, let me ask you something. The dog, the dog in that Little Mermaid movie. Why do my kids today get Happy Meals with a fucking dog instead of a Little Mermaid? Why don't you tell me that, huh? Why do my kids get
Fuck
dogs
that
instead of
dog.
mermaids?
That's kind of bullshit. That's
no, they
just
did.
so-
It was a bullshit toy.
That's
Why are you,
hard.
kids
It was a
just
mermaid. It was a
That's
dog
hard.
on
I
water.
think it's fucked up. Why can't you bullshit me with the sticker? I'd rather have a Little Mermaid
Yeah, a
sticker
Little
than
Mermaid
bullshit
sticker
with
than
a
a
dog
fucking
toy.
regular dog. Whose
That's
dog
dumb.
is it? Is
Whose
it the
dog?
prince's dog?
It could be anyone's dog.
be anybody's dog.
That's fucking stupid.
Is it the prince's dog?
That's
Okay.
it's an unshaven.
Both of them got that dog.
stupid
My
dog.
kid was upset because she wanted the Little Mermaid on the box. They have what's her name? Hallie?
Barry. Bailey.
Is it Hallie? It is Hallie. Yeah, right.
Bailey.
Oh, Haley Berry. Okay,
Haley.
she's on the box, and my daughter
Yeah.
wanted that, and she got the dog instead.
Would you like to
Who the
know my
fuck out
favorite
of all of them?
my favorite
What?
Disney song or Disney
My
movie?
favorite Disney song.
My favorite Disney movie is Hercules.
Oh, your favorite Disney movie is Hercules? Oh, right
Hercules-
there with Russell.
Really?
Yeah,
Hercules-
His favorite's Hercules too.
Best music in any Disney movie ever. You
Your
cannot get
favorite,
better than Soul.
I Can Go the Distance. Yep. You've
I'm
Oh,
gonna
fucking
disagree.
Hercules.
Hercules is my favorite
Fuck
movie.
yeah.
It's
That's-
not the
that's
best
my
mo-
favorite,
music,
yeah.
did you do a rap song to it?
I think I might have. But,
You might have tried it, or I don't remember.
Disney.
I Can Go the
best
Distance
movie
really is
Hercules,
like,
best music is Tarzan.
well, okay. Hey, I will say Hercules
That's
is better,
a
but
good
goddamn,
one.
Phil Collins did amazing on that.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins. is
Also,
fucking amazing.
I wish
To
that I
this
could swing
day-
from a rope by my ass cheeks.
To this day, I still I still jerk off to Phil Collins.
It's magical. I go to sleep I go to sleep that shit.
to
like, it's
strangers like me,
Like,
because I
yeah.
use my left
If-
hand.
if
I
you
feel
wanna
like my
really-
left hand is
if you
strangers
wanna
like
get
me.
you
really-
shit on a little bit and then it'll
Dude, if you really want to get into like Disney movies that had a soundtrack done by one artist, look at fucking Spirit. That movie's that music in there is fucking amazing.
Mike,
Was that Bryan Adams or
Hey, Matthew,
I didn't hear you.
favorite
What was your
Aladdin
favorite movie?
song is,
Hercules.
Fucking great.
yeah? How could you get better than fucking
Street
Blues and
rat.
Soul? Come on now.
I'm assuming you meant like original
That's like a thing.
Disney movie, not all.
That's a good
'cause
one.
Disney is
So, I
everywhere
was-
Yeah,
now.
but it's like it's
Because,
Hercules is
I
being
believe
remade
Bugs
by the
Life is
Russos
Pixar.
apparently,
So,
but it's like
it does
like
count,
yeah
but
with
it's not
Pixar
Disney.
the main way to distinguish it is
Did
Pixar doesn't
Zeus-
have musicals.
Wait, did you say the
True.
Russos did what movie?
The Russos are remaking Hercules. They're doing the live action.
Is Zeus gonna snap
hold
and
up.
half of the gods are gonna disappear?
They better.
The Russos didn't do it in game,
I
did
want
they?
to say this.
Who did the
if the
in-game?
Russo brothers are gonna do this, I better see fucking knees like I saw in Winter Soldier with fucking Hercules.
It's not gonna happen.
Whoop some ass.
See, I just want James Wood to come back as fucking
please.
as Hades,
Hades is
and
literally-
unfortunately Rip Torn's dead, so he can't do Zeus. But
Hades. Oh,
They
it's
could get
the-
John Goodman. John
he's
Goodman
the
was
yeah,
good for Zeus.
but
Dude,
I
he's the best.
I,
He's
wa-
the
I
great
want
John
Aubrey
Goodman for
Plaza
Zeus?
as
Yeah.
Oh
Megadeth.
yeah, fuck yeah,
Oh,
dude.
please,
John
Audrey
McGinn.
Plaza.
and then
Literally
Chris Pratt as fucking
Wait,
Hercules.
did you say
Maybe.
Audrey?
Oh,
Audrey
dude,
Plaza?
Chris Pratt
Yeah,
as Hercules would be fucking
Audrey
amazing.
Plaza's
like-
literally Meg.
Yeah,
She's
she
always the
is.
what.
Honestly, you know who's probably gonna get
attitude.
cast though is now that Aubrey Plaza's like growing up a bit, it's probably gonna be the fucking chick or Jenna Ortega.
Oh yeah, Jenna.
No,
Ortega.
Dude,
don't do that. No.
And honestly, if it wasn't Chris Pratt, I would want
Chris
Like, if
Pratt's
it-
too old. It needs to be someone in their 20s.
if it was some if
Yeah,
it was
it's gotta
someone
be a
young,
younger
I'd
actor.
probably
They're not. We need to sell that shit. Sex sells. I'm not watching a
Yeah.
40-year-old man.
So that's why it's
Hey,
probably
let's have
gonna be.
Hermes.
It
I
will
don't
probably
care.
be
Let's just
Jenna
have-
Ortega.
Hey,
I told
hey.
my wife that the other day. She's like, "Oh, I've been craving some Carl's Jr." I was like, "I have been too." I was like, you remember that old commercial? You remember that old commercial
Oh.
where the girls like in a big white
Multiple
bikini, go to
commercials,
the
man.
ba-
Eating burgers.
take
A
a bite
fine
of
ass
her
woman in a
barbecue burger
bikini
and
eating burgers
her
on top
fucking
of a nice
sausage
car.
drips on her titties. Carl's Jr. Come and eat.
No, Casey got
And then
offended. It's like
I
I'm
told
sorry,
my
I'm
wife
Carl
that. I was
Senior.
like,
Casey,
Do you remember
I
when
was
Carlos
like, I
Jr.
don't
used to be
know.
the mascot
It
for
might have
toxic
been this
masculinity?
Facebook ad. It might
Casey.
have been this girl's titties, but I
Casey.
wasn't Carl's Jr. right now.
you
wife.
you do have a point. So speaking of Phil from Hercules, yeah,
Has to
it
be
should
Danny
still be
DeVito.
Danny DeVito. We won't
And if it's
trade.
not Danny DeVito,
Fuck
it has to be Charlie
we
Day.
cancel. No.
Hey,
no,
who played
cancel
Hermes?
the movie. If it's not Danny DeVito, I'm
Dude,
pissed.
Danny
played
DeVito
Hermes?
would be the best fucking.
DeVito.
Because you know
little,
who should
yeah.
who should play Hermes?
Phil.
Phil?
It should be Phil.
Wait, who?
It should be Phil.
Oh, Charlie Day would be good.
Charlie Day-
I
was
said
going
that's
old.
what I just said. If it's not Danny DeVito, it needs to be Charlie Day for Phil.
No, Hermes.
No,
Hermes?
But
Charlie
you know,
Day for
you
Hermes.
know who should play Hermes?
If Hercules,
Honestly,
Hey,
because
old
of Ted Lasso, I would say Jason Sudeikis.
Hey, old school for Hermes. What's his name?
Hey, who's
God.
Sean William Scott?
No. Like old school.
Wolf, are you talking about the movie Old School?
Cheddar.
Matthew Perry?
No. The guy from Goofy movie, Pauly Shore. Just go old school for Hermes and the Pauly Shore. Hey, I'll get you to your love, dude.
Send us money,
so
Disney.
I was talking about the mysterious case of Stacey Ann Reyes, and so she disappeared when she was 14 inside of Yosemite National Park. I thought it was an open beer. Shit, it scared me. And this happened in 1981, and today her case still remains unsolved. And people speculate that it was due to a supernatural occurrence because there's been many. This is what I want to talk to you about, Mike, but I want to spoil it. Missing people in national parks. This guy, just himself, his own research. This is a independent fucking news person.
Mike to the face, Casey. There you go.
Oh, sorry. There's an independent news person. He did 1,600 people were missing in the United States national parks, which spans over. I don't know. It's like millions of miles, you know.
National parks are fucking huge. We only get to see.
Well, all of them.
Yeah.
Like combining. you
Yeah,
know?
no, national parks are fucking huge. We only get to see portions of them when we go out there. There's so many like maintenance roads and shit like that. Like if you trek deep, you will find another road if you go into a national park. And that's just like for like miles and miles and miles. You can trek deeper and not find a road though, is the scary part.
But they said they were traveling up to it was her. Can you move over so I can talk to Mike? Because I feel like I want to direct it to him. That's who I always talk to on the pod. Is you. Yeah, I look at you. But I bet you won't, pussy. No. So she was traveling with her dad and 6 others, and they were all riding horseback. And when they reached Sun High Sierra Camp, they all were chilling. And then she asked her dad, he's like, "Hey, I want to go down to the nearby lake. Can you take me to go take some photos?" He's like, "No, fuck you, bitch." You ain't getting no photos.
Is that verbatim?
No. She asked for him to walk with her. He said no. He denied the offer, and then some 77-year-old man ended up walking with her about 50 yards, and then he had to stop and take a break. And she continued on down the road. And when she continued on down the road,
Let me guess. She's like, "I'll be right back," and then that's how you die in a horror movie.
When she was walking down the road, and
a set of rules, everyone.
He looked up and he just happened to lose sight of her, and then she was nowhere to be found. You know what I mean?
She said, "I'll be right back." I know this. I've seen this.
No.
Movies.
She didn't say I'll be right back or anything. She just walked off because she was going to the lake. But the weird incident about this is I didn't get to this until the end of the. They always leave you on a cliffhanger, you know, when you're trying to fucking read about this shit.
Well, movie wise,
And,
yes.
No, on this cliffhanger, they managed to track her and all this bullshit, but they're saying that. Oh wait, that's my. Oh, hold on. Wait. Don't listen to me. These are all fucking conspiracies.
And how did this make you feel, Casey?
How does it make you feel, Joseph? Let me tell you how it makes me feel. It makes me feel like I'm inadequate, like I'm not enough as a human being to stop these murders, these atrocious things from happening.
I thought you were
Yeah,
gonna say.
but, like-
I thought you were gonna say that you felt inadequate because you weren't out here, doing these atrocities. Out here, like,
Casey's out here trying
No,
to.
I don't feel bad about doing the atrocities.
it's
I
like,
feel bad
I
if
jerk off
whoever
in the
has to
back of
find
a.
them.
I jerk off in the back of a Jack in a Box one time, get caught. But these motherfuckers have mysterious cases going. I don't know. I call it a jerk in a box, and I can't even get away with it.
I've been taking piss on my.
Yeah.
I've been taking piss over here.
Cocky.
Wait, did you finish your story?
No, he has to
Oh,
continue.
he's about a quarter of the way through.
But
So I did a little research on someone named, I believe, Teresita Basa or Besa. So Teresita Besa, I'm just going to go with that, was born in the Philippines in 1929. She immigrated to the U.S. in the 60s to study music. But she later became a respiratory therapist at Edgewater Hospital in Chicago, Illinois. So Besa lived an average life alone inside her apartment building. She was quiet and modest and seemed to have no enemies. So surprise, surprise, that her body was found in said apartment on February 21st, 1977.
This sounds like some Black Dahlia shit, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound like the Black Dahlia? An artist moves to Hollywood, is there for a couple months, found dead in a fucking next to the side of the road, cut in half or cut into pieces.
Are we doing Black Dahlia this season?
It'd be dope. I don't know if we are, but yeah, it'd be cool.
So at about 10 p.m., the fire department was called to put out a fire in her apartment. Through the flames, they found her nude body.
Was
under
it
a
through the
burning-
fire and flames?
Through the fire and flames? Is that a reference to a song?
Dragon Force.
Oh, okay. So Through the flames, they found her nude body under a burning mattress with a butcher knife buried into her chest.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was believed that the killer put the mattress on her body and set it on fire before exiting the building in an attempt to cover up the murder.
Motherfucker should have set the fire below her. Heat travels up, dumbass.
Oh, shit. So,
Dude, it's fucking science, man. Heat travels up. Why do you think they build funeral pyres below people, not above them?
that's true. I didn't even think about that. People don't.
Yeah, heat goes up, man.
Nobody starts the coals above the chicken when they cook it. Barbecues.
Like when you have a chimney for coals, you light it from the bottom.
So it was believed that she was raped given the nude state of her body, but investigators found no evidence supporting sexual assault or any really saying it didn't happen. So
Well, like,
I mean,
when was this?
this was in 1977 is when they found her
So
body.
it's like, how well were the rape kits at that time?
yeah, and
It's like,
the apartment was on
unless you
fire,
left semen
so-
behind, are you really getting caught at that point in time?
This dude left semen on the fire extinguisher, strangely. No, just playing.
Motherfucker loves fire.
So the investigator... Oh, sorry. Yeah.
What are you, Matt? I can't hear you. Why not? Okay. Well, I mean, I'm a strong believer in capital punishment.
He doesn't want to
I
be
feel
punished.
like
That's why.
if you kill people or fuck
Or
little
if
kids,
if you rape people,
you don't deserve
that
to be
somebody
around
should put on
anymore.
a spiked dildo and rape you in the ass. So, anyways, so investigators couldn't find a motive for the crime, and due to the fire, couldn't find much physical evidence either of who the killer was. So, however, they did manage to find a memo that read, "Get theater tickets for AS." The police pursued many leads to their investigation, even believing the AS was linked to the crime, but could never find out what the initials stood for. All their
Was the AS?
yeah, AS. It's ass supremacy. But their all this led ultimately to dead ends. So yeah.
Can you guys think of any like famous people that start with initials AS? I just tried to like think of one to say a joke, and I was like, I can't think of
Oh,
one.
Amelia Skankart. It's actually a pornography actress. She instead of flying planes, she flew cocks into her mouth. So
I really
Funny
hope that's
thing
real.
is she has crabs too.
yeah, she got him in a tropical area, hence coconut crabs. So yeah,
the only
so
coconut crab she has when she actually spills her
Is
Malibu in her crotch.
As long as her co-pilot's not involved.
damn, her co-pilot was involved. That's why she got the crabs. So
That's why the crabs attacked.
His name was like Johnny Sins or something.
damn.
That was her co-pilot.
So like
Some people's co-pilot is Jesus, but hers is just a rock hard car.
take the wheel, whatever. Okay, so yeah, so all their leads ultimately came to a dead end. That is until more than 5 months later, enter Remy Chua. Remy Chua, also a native from the Philippines, worked with Besa at the hospital. Her and her husband Joe got a hold of another Joe, Statula.
Oh, the tale
claiming-
of two Joes.
Yeah,
Told by Joe.
Two Joes. Told by a Joe. That's three Joes. We're breaking the Joe wall here. They claim to have info about the murder. So Chua told Joe, her husband, shortly after all this.
Yes. As soon
So,
as Joe was done with the story, we were done.
Chua told her husband Joe that she began to have visions and dreams where Teresita would appear and beg her to go to the police and tell them what happened to her. According to Joe, one night as Remy took a nap. According to Joe, one night as Remy took a nap at home, she began to speak with a different voice, claiming to be Teresita Besa. The voice told Joe that the killer was an orderly at the same hospital both Remy and her worked, by the name of Alan Showery. Or Showery. I don't know. I'm going to say Showery because that sounds dirtier. Because it's clean. So she told Joe to go to the police and then woke up having no knowledge of the incident that transpired. So basically she was possessed and said she didn't know why. So this is not enough to convince Joe to possibly commit what I like to call a spirit snitch.
Please explain.
So he's like, I'm not going to go snitch on some dude because a spirit told me that I should. So this led to a second possession of Remy, and the voice asked Joe why he was being a bitch, to which Joe replied, there's no evidence to present to the police that would even implement Showery in the investigation. The voice then rebutted with, motherfucker took my jewelry. Well, more or less, she actually told Joe Showery had taken her jewelry and gave it to his girlfriend. Nothing screams true love like blood fire diamonds. Every kill begins with K.
Oh my God. Did you write that joke?
I did. I wrote it down. So anyways, flash forward to them explain this to Detective Statula. Detective Statula was sketchy about the info he was given and decided to do some digging of his own. He discovered that Showery lived close to Teresita and found out from her co-worker that he was supposed to go to her from her coworkers. He went to the hospital, and they confirmed the story that he was supposed to go to her house to repair her TV. So this gave him enough to bring Showery in for questioning. Showery admitted that he was at Teresita's home but lacked the required tools to fix her TV, so he went back home. And Detective Statula, being the skeptic he was, contacted Showery's girlfriend.
Bitch.
He asked her.
Way to be over enthusiastic.
You're over enthusiastic. Eat my ass. He had her
I
ask.
will, bet you won't.
There it is. It finally
Pull it out,
happened.
bitch.
I've been waiting for it to happen. We have not missed an episode yet.
No, we haven't. We're not doing this right now.
Lick his ear. Do it.
So
And he did it. He did it. He did it. He did it. He did it.
So he asked her. So he asked Showery's girlfriend if Showery gave her any jewelry recently, to which she said, yeah. Something like that. I don't know. So Showery's girlfriend agreed to let Teresita's friends and family inspect expected jewelry per request. And sure enough, some of it was in fact Teresita's jewelry. So she was right about the whole.
At least it's theft.
thing.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's murder, but it's theft.
Yeah. So once confronted with the evidence, Showery confessed to the heinous crimes.
I guess it was murder.
Yeah, so he
Give him a
did
deadly
claim that he planned to return to her apartment that night after trying to fix her.
That really upsets me because I love chowder.
The show or
Chowder.
clam chowder?
I like, bro. I make potato soup. That's considered a chowder. I don't like clams very much, so it's like I make pretty much clam chowder without clams.
I love
just extra
fucking
bacon.
clams.
Extra bacon.
I love clam chowder. Usually when it's with Joseph's mom, but
Yeah.
I have to tell your wife. Fuck.
Hey, have you been? Now that you're
Don't tell
back in
me.
Cali,
No,
you've been
just
like
kidding.
hitting her up.
the mom, no,
So,
not yet.
so he claimed. So Showery did claim that he planned to return to her apartment. He did. He claimed that he did plan to return to her apartment after not having said tools and God damn it, I fucked up. Okay,
And?
so he planned to return to her apartment and rob her, and that's and when he did return, she even let him back in. As she turned back to lock the door, he attacked her from behind and
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people let Ted Bundy in.
yeah, and that's what happened. He knew he planned to come back saying he had the tools,
Yeah.
so he could do that.
Like, if you ever seen the movie The House of Jack, which great movie, fucked up, about a serial killer. That's like how he starts like doing his first serial killings. As he's going door to door, is like a kind of like a telemarketer, just a salesman, I guess. Door to door salesman is what it's called, and or just like he's going there as like part of the neighborhood watch. And he's trying to get into buildings and then where he can strangle his victim.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
It's a good movie. It's made by Lars something. He does a lot of fucked up movies.
So, yeah, so when she turned her back to lock the door, he attacked her from behind and disrobed her to make it look like it was a sexual crime. Classic case of misdirection, fellas.
Motherfucking magician up in
He
here.
was just like misdirection. So he put the mattress on her and lit that bitch faster than a joint in B-Real's hand at a Cypress Hill
Oh my
concert.
God.
Hell yeah. Insane in the membrane. But yeah, anyway, so even though he confessed, he still pleaded not guilty. No, it's fine. I was just trying to wrap it up. I only got a couple more sentences here, or, well, points. Even though he confessed, he still pleaded not guilty to Teresita's murder. But after a mistrial occurred, he decided to plead guilty and was found so on February 23rd, 1979. For his cold-blooded crimes, his sentence was only 14 funky-ass years. But he was released in 1983 on parole.
That's
so he didn't
fucked.
even
That's
serve the whole
fucked.
fucking thing. Yeah. And I tried to look everywhere.
Dude, there was this guy who
I could not find... there was a couple things.
there was this guy who tortured and cut off
the
the arms of a woman. So he took her out to the woods, was torturing her, and then she went to get away. He had handcuffed her, and then he cut her arm off.
Jesus.
And then as she tried to get away again, he cut the other one off, and she went running into the woods, hid underneath the bridge, like in the woods, and pretended like she was dead. So he didn't crawl down to check on her because she pretended like she was dead. And then she flagged down a car after losing tons of blood and stuff, and got brought in. And then
Was it in a Lamborghini?
That guy actually got let out after a couple of years because he didn't succeed in killing.
That's
He just
fucking
tortured her.
grimy.
And then
Did you not appreciate my car joke? Though?
I did.
My
And then
Lamborghini?
that guy got out and killed someone else and went back to jail. And so at that point, they actually made a law that torturing someone could be prosecuted to the fullest extent.
Oh, so
like,
that's what
yeah.
started that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with this thing, it's interesting. It was on older Unsolved Mysteries episodes, I guess. I didn't know that. I was honestly looking at like mysterious supernatural like killer things.
Yeah.
And I stumbled upon this because somebody claimed to be haunted by the spirit who told in detail the things that did.
Did they
'cause the
also
cop
come
said
into
no
a magic
evidence.
cum rag?
Probably.
Yeah.
More than likely, the husband was probably jerking
Throwback.
off into. The husband was probably jerking off into a handkerchief. She probably sneezed and it's like,
Hanky.
and then what? And then what? Oh yeah, a handy hanky.
For your handies.
Yeah. But yeah, so there are some things like speculations that she actually knew what happened prior to some other information. And just was too afraid to come to the police right away. So she fabricated a story, or that they've actually laid on a thick layer of supernatural to the story among the years. But yeah, it was on
That's
Unsolved
wild.
Mysteries, and I think there's books about it and everything else. Her one-time median like thing. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
I've been
that's it.
talking like during the whole thing, so I don't think I need to give my opinion on it.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
No. It's like I'm just gonna be.
I was just trying to
John-
rapid fire
Oh, yeah.
because we've been going.
Oh yeah, no. It's like I was about to wrap it up. Is what I was saying. So if you got anything else, either of you.
You got anything to say, Kenny?
Okay, so it's like everything's been a bit disjointed tonight. We're all in the same room, not used to having to wait for people to talk when we're all together, and people having conversations off to the side and all
New
sorts of stuff. So hopefully the sound turns out nice. But if not, I'm sorry. But thank you for listening. I was Mike. Joe's still here. Kenny's still here. Everybody else is getting fucked up. I hope you guys are fucked up too. Have a nice night.
Don't get probed.